Hi, I'm Chef Raphael and welcome to another episode of Baking with Chef Raphael. I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate mug cake. It's also called a microwave oven cake. The main ingredients are sugar, of course. We have some oil, some cocoa, milk, and flour. Now, this one doesn't have any eggs, so this is also a good recipe because if you're allergic to eggs, this is something you can actually have. This is more like a dessert cake than a regular cake that you can have with tea. So I'll start mixing all my ingredients. So the flour that I have has lumps, so it's always good, especially if you're baking, to sift your flour. In fact, the other reason why I have to sift is because you see the lumps here. These lumps are too big, and if you mix it in the cake without sifting, you'll have lumps. So it's always a good idea to sift your flour. I'll also add baking powder. This one actually this recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now to this, I will add the rest of the ingredients, the sugar, salt, the oil, and then finally the milk. The thing you need to note when you're using mugs or cups is that make sure that they're actually microwave safe. If you're using especially something like melamine is not good in a microwave. They heat up. I've reached at this point, at the halfway point, because if you put anything more than this, what will happen is that as the cake starts cooking in the microwave, it will rise, and if it's too much, let's say at this level, it will actually pour. Now, you can choose to leave it like this and put in the microwave, but I'll also show you another thing you can add. I have here some Nutella, so you can add a teaspoon, and then you pour it at the very center. So this will give you a different flavor, a different chocolate flavor. So just that amount, that is fine. And then you can also have, if you don't like that or if you don't have that, you can also add some, again, same thing at the center. This is optional, I must say, this is very optional. But this also creates a different variety whenever you're making them or you're having them. It gives a different flavor. So one will leave it plain. So right now what is left is putting it in the microwave, ready for cooking. My microwave is it's 900 watts, so at the highest power it took about 1 minute 40 seconds. Now, how long it takes, it depends on the microwave you have. When you know it's cooked, it's when the surface looks baked and fully cooked, like you'd see cake. Now this was the one with the peanut butter. This was the one that was a quarter way filled. Now this is how much it will produce. And to be honest, it doesn't have to be filled up. It's about how much you want to serve per person. So the amount in a cup will be determined by how much you want to have. Now, the other thing to note is that when you have the one with the Nutella at the center, it's left on the inside. The one for the peanut butter is at the center. That's why you put it at the center. And when you cut and you start eating, you see the cake is cooked. With the peanut butter, because I love peanut butter, so I find it very nice. But the cake itself is soft, moist, and it's not exactly the same as the cake that comes from the oven. So this is just a quick recipe. It's meant to be made in a mug, so it's a quick one, but I think it would go very well with ice cream. And the Nutella one is a different flavor. The plain one is still as good. So we have so many different choices to choose when you make this. Have it with ice cream, have it plain, have it cold. It's all good. So I've been your host, Chef Raphael. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel to be following every update whenever I have a new video.